from Outlook for Life. I have just come back from taking an amazing retreat in Bali. It was absolutely fantastic. We had a beachfront retreat all to ourselves for 7 whole days. I had 22 beautiful women with me. We had an absolute blast, and watching their change and transformation over the 7 days just filled my heart, filled my cup. Today, we're going to talk about a different kind of change or transformation, and that is perimenopause and menopause. I've worked as a nutritionist for over 25 years, and a significant portion of my work has been in helping women through that perimenopause, menopausal change. And that's because when it comes to watching your weight, staying in shape, toning up, or losing weight, everything changes. Suddenly, what you used to do simply doesn't work anymore. The hormonal shift of perimenopause can actually begin 10 to 15 years before you go through menopause. And menopause, you've gone through menopause officially when you haven't had a period for 12 months. If you're naturally having periods, different maybe if you've got a marina in or something like that. You might be exercising the same, eating the same, and yet suddenly your waist starts to expand and your upper body becomes boxy. You may be somebody who has always held their weight in their butt and their thighs, and suddenly your waist is expanding, although you've done nothing different. The great thing is that although this is frustrating, you can change it. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. If you're happy and you love your body, listen, just stay where you are. But I see so many women starting to feel matronly, hiding themselves in great big smocks and not going out and doing the stuff that they love to do because of this change in their body. And that makes me feel so sad because it isn't necessary. Many women tell me that they've tried everything, nothing works anymore. But honestly, once you understand the shift in your hormones and what it does and what it means, how it relates to your food, it really does change everything. And it can just be little tweaks to your food that will get your weight loss happening again and get you back into great shape. I think understanding those little changes that you need to make, and often it's moving to a lower glycemic food. So it might be going from white rice to brown rice, from white bread to whole grain bread, or, if you're already doing a wholemeal bread to a grainy sourdough whole grain. It can be just little shifts that will get things going again for you. And the same with the exercise. If you've been a cardio queen, that's not going to work anymore. You have to change how long you're working for, where your heart rate is, and how hard you're working. Sounds complicated, really isn't. The hardest part, once you've got these changes in place, is sticking with them, because perimenopause often comes at a time of life where you're dealing with teenagers or young adult children, aging parents, maybe you've had a promotion at work. So it's often a very challenging time in the rest of your life, let alone with what's going on, let alone what's going on with your hormones, etc. It can really feel quite overwhelming. But girls, we spend over a third of our lives, hopefully, in menopause now. We're going to be 30 years plus post-menopause. So we deserve to figure out what works for us. We deserve to feel fit and energized and confident in our clothes. That's exactly what I teach and help many, many women with. My journey was a little bit different. I went through menopause at 50, and I really had few physical symptoms. I was running marathons back then. But despite that, I put on somewhere between 5 and 7 kilos. And yes, it did come around my belly. And yes, I did have to rethink what I was doing to get the change. What I had been doing previously didn't work anymore. I was constantly hungry, and that dysregulated appetite is a part of that hormonal change. I was putting huge stress on my body with all of the running, trying to cope with running a business and the drop in estrogen and a family and everything else did not help me. I got injured. I had to go back. I have to always have something competitive going on. I got injured. I couldn't run marathons anymore. I went back to bodybuilding. Really hard work to get my body fat down for competitions. I could do it, but my weight would inevitably come back up again too far in between competitions. So it was still pretty hard. In 2017, I went plant-based and dropped 5 or 6 kilos really, really easily and kept it off. That was the best thing that I did. That helped to reduce inflammation as well. So aches and pains and injuries seemed to improve after that. Symptom-wise, really, I did have sleep disturbance, which wasn't helpful. And I was the bitch from hell. I didn't realize it was menopause. I just thought I really was the bitch from hell. But now I'm through the other side and I look back, I can see how the lack of estrogen, the change in estrogen affected my brain and my serotonin levels, etc. However, I'm out the other side. Sorry, Kenny. Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm out the other side. So since I went plant-based, I have been able to manage my figure and my weight really, really well. I've been able to stay where I feel comfortable until recently. When I was younger, I used to ride horses for a living. I had a couple of back operations and they are now catching up on me. Plus, I have tendinopathy, tendinitis, bursitis in my hip joints. So right at this minute, I am rehabbing for all of these things, and it has really curtailed my normal exercise. So for the moment, I'm doing much less than normal, and the weight is coming back on, and it's coming back on around my tummy. But luckily, I know what to do, and I'm onto it. So just watch this space. I called my company Outlook for Life exactly for that reason. It truly is a lifetime journey. It's not one thing that fixes it or fixes you forever, right? We're constantly going through different life changes, and therefore our food and our exercise requirement changes. To stay fit and well and healthy, we have to tweak what we're doing constantly. If you'd like a hand navigating menopause or perimenopause or even what you should be doing now post-menopause, I would absolutely love to help you. My 12-week course is designed to help you lose 10 kilos in 12 weeks. It starts on the 11th of August. It's designed to arm you with the tools to keep that weight off. That's the most important thing to me. Not how much you lose, how fast you lose, but that it's sustainable and that you learn about your body and how it works and what you need to do. If you would like to join us, get the free info pack below. I've also got a weight loss seminar coming up, $27. I think it's the week before. It might be the 6th or the 7th. I'll put the date down here below. Come and join me for that. And you can ask all of your questions about hormones, supplements, whatever you need help with in there. Otherwise, you can jump straight into the 12-week program. I've got limited spots left, and I'll put the link below. Have a fantastic week. Please do ask any questions, anything that you need help with. It's my passion. It's what I love to do. I'm here for you. Hit the bell, subscribe. Speak to you next week.